Morning students, today we are going to see lesson 4 part 2, part D questions. Discuss the short run cost curves with suitable diagram. So first we will see about the total fixed cost. What is total fixed cost? All payments for the fixed factors of production are known as total fixed cost. In total fixed cost means the cost means expense spent for the factors are fixed. It will not change. It could be observed that TFC does not change with the output. All the total fixed cost will be fixed. All payments for the fixed factors. What are the factors? As I told you, you must know the factors always. I will repeat, isn't it? Land, labor, capital, organization are the factors. So we will take the three factors, that is land, labor and capital first. All payments for the fixed factors of production are known as total fixed cost. It could be observed that TFC does not change with the output. Even the factors are changing means the output does not change. And next we will see about the total variable cost. So when you are learning about the short run cost curves, you will learn about the total fixed cost, total variable cost and all the other costs. 5 types of cost you will learn. So we will see the total variable cost. Total variable cost means TVC. All payments to the variable factors of production is called total variable cost. All payments to the variable factors, that is for the land, labor and capital of production, is called total variable cost. So it is changing. It will be changing. It will not be fixed. Only fixed cost will be fixed. Next one we will see about the total cost. Total cost means the sum total of all payments made in the production. Altogether, what are the expenses made for the production is called as total cost. All the expenses, that is land, labor, capital, all the expenses, it is also called as total cost of production. So first you will see the total cost, TFC, total fixed cost means all payments for the fixed factors of production are known as total fixed cost. It could be observed that TFC does not change with the output. And total variable cost, TVC, all payments of the variable factors of production is called as total variable cost. Next, total cost is the whole lump sum amount of cost which has been spent for the expense spent for the production. The total cost means the sum total of all payments made in production. It is also called as total cost of production. So there is a diagram for this. For drawing this diagram, you must see a tabular column down. Okay. One tabular column is there. With this tabular, after learning this tabular only, you can draw the diagrams. For example, quantity. You see the quantity. Quantity in unit. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Students, please listen. When we are taking the PDF, we are explaining you the schedules and the diagrams. So please learn, go through the PDF. Quantity in units, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 units are there. First we are seeing about the TFC. As I told you, total fixed cost is fixed. So all the units will be 1000. Since it is a fixed cost, all will be 1000. And you so they see that total variable cost, it varies, isn't it? The variability is there, changes are there. So first one is 0, 200, 300, 400, 600, 900. So that is TVC, total variable cost. Total fixed cost means you see the tabular properly. So all are 1000. Total fixed cost means the cost is fixed, 1000, all are 1000. Total variable cost means it changes, varies. 0, 200, 300, 400, 600, 900. This is increasing, isn't it? Now, how you will calculate the total cost? So, total cost is calculating is TFC plus TVC. TFC plus TVC. The two columns you will calculate. That is 1000 plus 0 is equal to 1000. 1000 plus 200, 1200. 1000 plus 300, 1300. 1000 plus 400, 1400. 1000 plus 600, 1600. 1000 plus 900, 1900. So with the TFC and TVC, you are calculating the TC, the TC column, fourth column. Next, we are going to the fifth column, that is ATC, average total cost. So average total cost, how you are calculating? TC by Q. TC by Q. TC means we are calculating the TC, isn't it? First one is 1000. 1000 by U. Q means a unit, 0. So 1000 by 0 is equal to 0. 1000, next one, 1000 by 200 is equal to 1. TC, you will apply the formula for this. ATC is equal to TC by Q. The TC we have found and the Q is given, isn't it? So 1200 by 1 is 1200. 1300 by 2 is 650. 1400 by 3 is 466. 1600 by 4 is equal to 400. 1900 by 5 TC by Q, that is 380. Now next we are going to calculate the AFC, average fixed cost. So average fixed cost we are going to calculate is that TFC by Q. TFC by Q. So what is TFC? 1000. By Q is TFC by Q is 1000 by 0. 1000 by 1, 1000 by 2, 1000 by 3, 1000 by 4 and 1000 by 5. So by 1000 by 0 is 0. 1000 by 1 is 1000. 1000 by 2 500. 1000 by 3 133. 1000 by 4 150. 1000 by 5 180. Isn't it? 200. So AFC, how we are calculating? TFC by Q. Next one, ABC. We are calculating ABC, average variable cost. So average variable cost we are calculating, that is TVC by Q. TVC. First one we saw TFC by Q. For average fixed cost we saw TFC by Q. For average variable cost we are calculating TVC by Q. TVC 0, 200, 300, 400, 600, 900. So 0 by 0, 0. 0 200 by 1 200. 300 by 2 150. 400 by 3 133. 600 by 4 150. And 900 by 5 180. So we have calculated TFC, TVC, TC, ATC, AFC and ABC. So with the formula you will apply everything. Last one we are going to find out the ATC. ATC means AFC plus ABC. ATC. So what is the AFC? That is we have found in the column, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th column you see. 6th and 7th column you take. 0 plus 0, 0. 1000 plus 200, 1200. 500 plus 150, 650. 133 plus 133, 466. 250 plus 150, 400. 200 plus 180, 380. So we have found all the columns. Isn't whatever is needed we have found. Now we will go to the formulas and the diagrams. So as we saw, after seeing this diagram, you see, with that schedule only you will apply these diagrams. So total cost means sum total of all payments made in the production. It is also called as total cost production. With the you have a tabular in your column in the book, isn't it? Page number, 1 second. I will tell you the page number. You take your book page number, 1 second. Page number 86. In book you take page number 86, okay. With page number 86 you can draw the diagram. So you will draw the diagram for total cost. That is, you see x-axis what is given? X-axis, the output is given. In x-axis, the output is given and y-axis cost is given. X-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the output. Output means the income. And y-axis you see the cost 200, 300, 400, 600, 900, 1000, 1200, 1300, 1400, 1600, 1900. So it is increasing. The rate cost is increasing. So now first we are going to draw the diagram for TVC. You see the diagram for TVC. You see the down diagram, that is the below curve, red color curve, below curve. 1 means 200, 2 means 300, 3 means 400, 4 means 600, 5 means 900. So you see the tabular column. With the tabular column in the book page number 86, you will draw this diagram. And then you see, first we are drawing the curve TVC, total variable cost. Now we are going to draw the curve total cost. So we are going to draw the curve total cost. So for that you will draw, that is the 1000. 1000 means total fixed cost. All the total fixed cost is 1000, isn't it? So 1000 dot will be TFC, total fixed cost. All the curves will be same. So there will be no change in the rate. So 1000 TFC, that red curve, isn't it? One in the middle, one red curve is there. Red line is there. That is called TFC, 1000. All the TFC, all the expenses cost, total fixed cost is 1000. So next one you see, we are going to draw the curve for TC. First you drew the curve for TVC, total variable cost, with the tabular column from page number 86. So that is 1 200, 2 300, 4 3 400, 4 600 and 5 900. So we got the curve total variable cost. Next we are in between, you see the red color line 1000 from 1000, that is total fixed cost. All are 1000, all the unit 1 2 3 4 5 are 1000. Next one we are going to draw the curve for the total cost. Total cost means what? The sum total of all payments made in the production. It is also called as total cost of production. So now we will draw the curve for total cost. So how we are drawing? First 1 means 1200. You see the tabular column. 1 means 1200. 2 means 1300. 4 means 1400. 5. 1 means 1200. 2 means 1300. 3 means 1400. 4 means 4600. And 5 is 1900. Isn't it? With that you are drawing the curve for the total cost. Total cost. All the costs together. Now we are going to see the next one. Average fixed cost. You have this diagram in schedule in page number 86 in your hand. And then you see this diagrams. Okay. Diagrams and explanation. You girls, students, please take your books page number 86. Average fixed cost, AFC. It refers to the fixed cost per unit of output. It is obtained by dividing the total fixed cost by the quantity of output. The formula for that, the explanation of that line is that AFC is equal to TFC by Q, where AFC denotes average fixed cost and TFC is total fixed cost. Q is the quantity. Okay, so with that you will draw the diagram with that tabular column. You see the tabular column now. Okay, so it refers, the average fixed cost means fixed cost, it will not change. It refers to the fixed cost per unit of output. It is obtained by dividing the total fixed cost by the quantity of output. That is, average fixed cost is equal to total fixed cost by Q, where average AFC denotes average fixed cost. TFC is total fixed cost by Q is the quantity number of units. Okay, now we see the tabular column. So how to do the calculations? Draw the diagram. Okay, so quantity, x-axis, quantity 1 2 3 4 5, and the average fixed cost. You take the tabular column 1 2 3 4 5, sixth column you take. Sixth column, that is AFC, average fixed cost. First one is 0, isn't it? 1 is 1000. 1 second. 1 is 200, average fixed cost, and 2 is 250, 3 is 333, and 4 is fourth curve, that is 500, and fifth one is 1000, isn't it? So with this you will draw the curve for AFC. Next one we will see the average variable cost. It refers to the total variable cost per unit of output. That is the variables. Different costs will be there. It is obtained by dividing total variable cost, TVC, by the quantity of output. So you see in x-axis the quantity is given and y-axis the marginal cost is given. What is the marginal cost? So 100, 200, 300 is given. So ABC. So we are going to calculate the average variable cost. So with that, 1 will be 200, 2 will be 150. So like so on is going 200, 150, then 133, 3 will be 133, 4 will be 150 and 5 will be 180. So it's going on, isn't it? So with this you will draw the curve. Please have page number 86 in your hand. That is your tabular schedule for the average cost, total cost and average total cost or average cost. table number 4.6. With that tabular only you can draw the diagrams. So the diagram is here also. The schedule is here in the diagram, in the PDF, okay. Next we will move on to the marginal cost. Marginal cost is the cost of last single unit produced. That is the last one. The ABC, ATC, AFC plus ABC is equal to marginal cost. Marginal cost is the cost of the last single unit produced. It is defined as a change in total cost resulting from producing an extra unit of output. So marginal means addition. I already have told you, isn't it? Marginal means addition. Marginal cost is the cost of the last single unit produced. It is defined as a change in total cost resulting from producing one extra unit of output. When addition is made, isn't it? You see in x-axis output is given and y-axis average cost is given. So one quantity is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And average cost. The last one you see. ATC or AFC, AC. ATC or AC is called as the average cost. So there it is given 380, 400, 460 and 650. So it has been added and increasing. So that curve is drawn there. Next we will see about the, lastly we will see about the relationship between AR and MR curves. AR means average revenue. First we saw about the cost. Cost means the expenses. Now we are going to see about the revenues. AR and MR curves under various price conditions. So what is AR and MR? Average revenue and marginal revenue at fixed price. So constant AR and MR at fixed price. When price remains constant or fixed, MR will also constant and will be coincide with AR. You see the diagram. In this case, you see the diagram. Output, x-axis is output and y-axis is price. So you see the tabular. Quantity sold is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the price is same. The total revenue. How we are finding the total revenue? 1 into 5 is equal to 5. 2 into 5, 10. 3 into 5, 15. 4 into 5, 20. 5 into 5, 25. 6 into 5, 30. Now you see the average revenue. How we are finding the average revenue? For finding the average revenue, you will write out everything 5, okay? That is, I will tell you this calculation. First two term you will write 5. The same term you will take and write. Next one, 10 minus 5, 5. 15 minus 10, 5. 20 minus 15, 5. 25 minus 20, 5. 30 minus 25, 5. So marginal revenue, see. How to calculate the marginal revenue? So I told you, first one, quantity sold, 1 to 6. Price same, all 5. Total revenue multiplying quantity and the price is total revenue. 5 into 1, 5. 2 into 5, 10. 3 into 5, 15. 4 into 5, 20. And 5 into 5, 25. 6 into 5, 30. And average revenue, how we are finding? First term you will take and write 5. The same term you will take and write. Then 10 minus 5, 5. 15 minus 5, 15 minus 10, 5. 20 minus 15, 5. 25 minus 20, 5. 30 minus 25, 5. Last one, marginal revenue. The difference. First unit you will write the same one as it is given before. Marginal revenue. First unit you will write the same unit, that is 5. Then next one you see. Next one. Next one also the same calculation will be made. Then only you will get the same calculation. 10 minus 5, 5. 15 minus 5, sorry. 15 minus 10, 5. 20 minus 15, 5. And 25 minus 20, 5. 30 minus 25, 5. So with this you will get the marginal revenue and average revenue. So you see the diagram. This is the constant line. I will explain you. Constant AR and MR at fixed price. When price remains constant or fixed, the MR will also be constant and will coincide with AR. Both will be in same position. You see the linear line. Under perfect competition, as the price is uniform and fixed, AR is equal to MR and the shape will be a straight line horizontal to x-axis. You see the AR curve, isn't it? So AR is equal to MR. The shape will be a straight line horizontal to x-axis. Declining AR and MR at declining price. When a firm sells large quantities at lower prices, both AR and MR will fall. but the fall in MR will be more steeper than the fall in the AR. Now this will be explained in the diagram down. So you see the diagram. So you see the diagram and the tabular column, okay. So here quantity sold is 1 to 9, 1 to 9, 10. So the price how they have written 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So they have written like that. Total revenue how they are finding, multiplying both the numbers, 10 into 1, 10, 2 into 9, 18, 3 into 8, 24, 4 into 7, 28. So you will multiply the quantity and the price level, so you will get the total revenue. So multiplying both, you will get the total revenue. Now finding the marginal revenue. How to find the marginal revenue? The first one you will write the same unit, 10. Okay, so here 10 will come. 18 minus 10, 8 will come. And 24 minus 18, 6. 28 minus 24, 4. 30 minus 28, 2. 30 minus 30, 0. 28 minus 30 minus 2. 24 minus 28 minus 4. And 18 minus 24 minus 6. 10 minus 18 minus 8. So as we done in the previous tabular schedule, you will calculate like that. 10 minus 18, 18 minus 10, 8. 24 minus 18, 6. 28 minus 24, 4. 30 minus 28, 2. 30 minus 30, 0. Why 230 is coming, you can ask. When it is constant, the 230 will come. 30 and 30. In 6 also 30 will come and 5 also 30 will come, isn't it? Then 28 minus 30 minus 2. 24 minus 28 minus 4. 18 minus 24 minus 6. 10 minus 18 minus 8. So you see the explanation for the declining AR and MR curve. So this is for the constant AR and MR curve. Okay, this is constant. This line is horizontal straight line is called as constant line. This tabular also you will write. Tabular and diagram is very important with these 2 points. And now we are going to see about the declining AR and MR curve. Declining means reducing, diminishing, decreasing, isn't it? So when a firm sells large quantities at lower prices, both AR and MR will fall. But the fall in MR will be more steeper than the fall in the AR. You see the diagram down. This you can take page number. For this purpose, you can take page number. Wait a second, I will tell you the page number. TR and MR curve. You can take page number 92. No, wait. Not page number 92. For this purpose, you can take page number 91. You take page number 91 and you see diagram 4.13. You can take page number 91. Diagram 4.13. So I will explain to you. When a firm sells large quantities at a lower price, both AR and MR will fall. But the fall in MR will be more steeper than the fall in the AR. The steeper line you see, the MR curve, it is steeper, isn't it? Down. It is to be noted that MR will be lower than AR. The AR curve is on the top and the MR curve is down. Both AR and MR will be sloping downwards straight from left to right. You see the same shape of the curve, both are in the same shape, left to right. The MR curve divides the distance between AR curve and y-axis into 2 equal parts. So you see the curve, MR curve. MR curve, one part is on the top and one part is below, isn't it? The MR curve divides the distance between AR curve and y-axis into 2 equal parts. As I told you, you will draw the diagram, you will write the schedule and you will write the construction as like the geometry. The decline in AR need not be a straight line or linear. If the prices are declining with the increase in quantity sold, the AR can be non-linear. Non-linear means it won't be a straight line. It can be little bit slanting, taking a shape of a concave or convex to the origin. The shape of the curve will be concave or convex to the origin. So in this AR and MR revenue, average revenue and marginal revenue, you will write the schedule for both and you will write the constant and the declining explanation. So this is the relationship among TR and AR, MR and AR curve. In book in 91 you can refer this. Last question you can refer in page number 86. Okay. With this we will finish this lesson. Thank you students. God bless you.